Is it time to buy or sell Tonix Pharmaceuticals stock? In this video, we will explore Tonix Pharmaceuticals in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 12th of August, 2025, and we are now here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You certainly do not want to miss any vital updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by using our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 4th of August, 2025, our system has ranked Tonix Pharmaceuticals as a hold accumulate, giving it a score of 0. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. During this time, the stock has exceeded our expectations with a gain of 33.87% since we first recommended buying Tonix Pharmaceuticals 7 days ago. This translates to an average return of 4.84% per day since it was listed as hold accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates high volatility and risk for the following trading day. Given the latest developments, we are unable to determine the stock's next direction, as it could go either way. The stock has broken through a very wide and strong rising short-term trend, indicating an even stronger rate of ascent. Should any pullback occur, there will now be support at the ceiling of the current trend, which has been broken at $57.84. This level may present a second opportunity for significant gains. According to fan theory, $75.53 is projected to be the next possible peak level, serving as a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 49.83% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 0.693% and 45.02%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 32.43%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 65.97% and 60.47% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $20.34 and $95.90. Our latest daily update for Tonix Pharmaceuticals includes the headline: Big movements in Tonix Pharmaceuticals stock price on Tuesday, moving 45.3% between high and low. The Tonix Pharmaceuticals stock price gained 32.89% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 12th of August, 2025, rising from $44.97 to $59.76. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated by 45.3% from a low of $42.12 to a high of $61.20. The price has experienced notable volatility during this period, and there has been a gain of 40.18% over the last 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 3 million more shares traded compared to the previous day. In total, 4 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $211.19 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $130, while the lowest price was $6.76. Currently, the price is 54.03%, or $70.24, below the 52-week high, and 100%, or $54,501,156.24, below the all-time high on June 7, 2018, when the price reached $54,501,216. Tonix is entering a critical week with an FDA PDUFA decision scheduled for August 15, 2025, regarding TNX-102SL, its once-nightly sublingual candidate for fibromyalgia. This could represent the first new treatment for the condition in over 15 years. The impending regulatory decision is the primary short-term catalyst. Approval is likely to trigger a significant market rally as investors reassess the potential of a newly commercialized drug and validate the Phase 3 resilient results. These results, published in a peer-reviewed journal, demonstrated a statistically significant reduction in pain along with an acceptable tolerability profile. In the upcoming days, ongoing commercial preparations, including the July launch of the Move Fibro Forward awareness campaign, along with the recent inclusion in the Russell 3000 and 2000 indexes, should enhance demand and liquidity if market sentiment shifts positively. Looking beyond fibromyalgia, published preclinical data on the TNX 801 vaccine candidates and MTNX 1700 oncology research, coupled with presentations at the Vaccine Congress and coverage by Cancer Cell, highlight the company's efforts to diversify its pipeline. This diversification can sustain long-term value even in the event of an unfavorable FDA decision. In summary, the likelihood of imminent approval is likely to dominate near-term market volatility. In the long run, a broadened pipeline and index inclusion provides support for potential growth and a pathway to recovery following any setbacks. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025, it was reported that Alliance Global Partners assigned TNXP a buy rating accompanied by a hold action. On Monday, the 22nd of July, 2024, it was reported that Alliance Global Partners again assigned TNXP a buy rating with a hold action. On Thursday, the 11th of April, 2024, it was reported that Noble Capital Markets rated TNXP as outperform with a hold action. On Thursday, the 11th of April, 2024, it was reported that Noble Capital also rated TNXP as outperform with a hold action. On Thursday, the 2nd of June, 2022, it was reported that Noble Financial assigned TNXP a buy rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Tonix Pharmaceuticals stock a general sell rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as buy. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have given the stock a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for Tonix Pharmaceuticals. The Tonix Pharmaceuticals stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these averages, where the short-term average sits above the long-term average. During any downward corrections, support is expected at levels of $48.01 and $42.12. A drop below either of these levels would signal a potential sell. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, July 31st, 2025, and the stock has since increased by 58.6%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. The rising volume accompanying the price increase is also viewed as a favorable technical indicator. However, some negative signals have been noted, which may impact short-term developments. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots. Buy signal 9 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 24 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 8 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 8 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 63 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 58 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Tonix Pharmaceuticals. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $49.73 and $47.19. There is an inherent risk when a stock tests a support level. If this level is breached, the stock may decline to the next support level. In this instance, Tonix Pharmaceuticals has support just below today's level at $49.73. Should this level be broken, the subsequent support from accumulated volume will be at $47.19 and $45.10. This stock can experience significant movement throughout the day, and with a wide prediction interval indicated by the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $19.08 between its high and low, which is a change of 45.3%. For the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 15.38%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Tonix Pharmaceuticals, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its per-share earnings. A negative P/E ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can go through challenging periods, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative P/E ratios may suggest inadequate profitability and raise concerns about potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 15th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are currently at negative $3.10. It is important to keep an eye on these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Tonix Pharmaceuticals. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could experience a swift upward movement under favorable conditions. In this scenario, it may be prudent to enter a position and utilize volume as a guide for determining when to exit. On the downside, Tonix Pharmaceuticals encounters its first support level at $49.73. If this support level holds firm, it could represent a favorable entry point with the expectation of a rebound. The combined average rating for Tonix Pharmaceuticals from various analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of June, 2025, Hunter James Randolph Jr. executed an insider purchase of 7,740 shares of stock option. On the 6th of June, 2024, Hunter James Randolph Jr. made an insider purchase of 2 shares of stock option. On the 12th of June, 2025, Hunter James Randolph Jr. again executed an insider purchase of 7,740 shares of stock option. On the 15th of May, 2025, Letterman Seth conducted an insider purchase of 4,000 shares of common stock, with a par value of $0.001. On the 13th of May, 2025, Treco James executed an insider purchase of 10,000 shares of stock option. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined that the insider power is positive with a ratio of 91.740. In total, insiders purchased 48,482,305 shares and sold 9 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $57.55, reflecting a decrease of 3.7%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, indicating a higher level of risk. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 8 days ago. Is Tonix Pharmaceuticals stock a good buy? Tonix Pharmaceuticals presents several positive indicators. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At this point, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, meaning it may be wise to hold or accumulate shares while awaiting further developments. Due to certain minor weaknesses in the technical aspects, we have revised our analysis from a buy recommendation to a hold recommendation since our last evaluation. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 13th of August, we anticipate that Tonix Pharmaceuticals will open lower by $5.40, beginning trading at $54.36. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and are held liable for your own investment decisions. This is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.